Now, as a protest rage on in Hyderabad, certain leaders of the Congress are calling for an all-out anarchy over the controversial remarks that were made by suspended BJP leader T. Raja. Meanwhile, the police and the RAF held flag marches across the city on Wednesday to maintain calm in the city. Here's what ensued in the city of Hyderabad.
Protests continued in Hyderabad for the second day following the release of suspended BJP leader T. Raja for his controversial comments against a particular religion.
This is what we are showing you right now. These are the visuals from the ground where the protesters had been asked by the police officials to disperse, but when they had not agreed to it, they have now been detained. That was another sporadic protest that we are seeing. So, of course, these are the kind of protests that we have been witnessing since late last night, where stone pelting had taken place as well, and after which we have seen that the police had come into action, and the RAF companies, in fact, have also been deployed.
The Hyderabad police, along with RAF personnel, conducted a flag march to maintain law and order situation in the city.
The situation is under control. In fact, yesterday they had said that tomorrow, in fact, is going to be a bandh that will also be called for. The protesters, in fact, had been stating that, and we have seen that the police officials have been in action ever since these kind of protests had broken out in the midnight. During the time, those stone pelting incidents had also been reported.
But even as the security forces attempt to maintain a sense of peace and calm in the city, there are others who are trying to provoke.
इसको जेल को भेजाइए और राजा सिंह, जो भी तू स्टेटमेंट दिया, वो स्टेटमेंट को तू माफी चाह, और अगर से तू नहीं चाहेगा माफी, हर एक मुसलमान को बोल रहा हूं मैं, राजा सिंह जिधर भी देखा गाड़ी रोक के मारो उसको। अगर से कानून हाथ में लेना है, एक टाइम नहीं 1 लाख टाइम लेते हम।
That was a Congress leader giving an open call for violence, and when Republic confronted him, here's how he brazenly justified his comment.
नहीं, अगर से आप इसको अरेस्ट नहीं करेंगे और आप इसको जेल में नहीं रखेंगे तो आगे जाके दंगे होंगे। तो अगर से इसको जेल को नहीं डालेंगे इसको अंदर, तो दंगे होना जरूरी है।
तो उसको जाके उनके घर पे जाके मारेंगे आप? घर में घुस के मारेंगे उसको?
नहीं, उन्हें जिधर दिखा घर में घुस के तो नहीं मारते, मगर उन्हें रोड के ऊपर जिधर दिखा, पब्लिक मीटिंग में जिधर दिखा उधर मारते जाके।
मैं बोल रहा हूं, अगर से
Listen into this Congress leader Rashid Khan, who makes another open call for violence in front of a police station in Hyderabad.
मैं बोल रहा हूं, अगर से 23rd के दिन उसको अरेस्ट नहीं करेंगे राजा सिंह को, 24th के दिन मैं राशिद खान गोशा महल को अंगार में बदल दूंगा मैं।
Open calls for beheading were made in another round of protests in the Shalibanda area of Hyderabad.
Bring the situation under control, and they also continue to raise slogans against Raja Singh, demanding his arrest, and also in the meantime, the political war of war.
The fact is, the BJP has taken action against their leader and has suspended him for his comment. The law enforcement agencies are probing the matter. But is it not time for the courts to decide on the matter and not allow some to take law into their own hands? Bureau Report, Republic TV.
Meanwhile, tensions remain high in Hyderabad, from massive mob gathering to widespread protests and even Sar Tan Se Jura slogans. Hyderabad continues to be on the edge, and we've also accessed fresh visuals of violent protests that also broke out late last night. Following this, the police had to resort to Lathi-charge to disperse the mob and bring the situation under control. So, situation remains tense. In fact, those are the visuals in which you can see people who've gathered in large numbers who continue to stage protest, and these are scenes that are being witnessed across Hyderabad. And this visual coming in from late last night, where the police had to resort to Lathi-charge to bring the situation under control. In fact, several such visuals that have surfaced from Hyderabad late last night. The protest that took place yesterday as well. So situation remains tense in Hyderabad as we speak, with such sporadic protests that have broken out in several areas. In fact, these are the visuals in which you can see how the police resorted to a Lathi-charge late last night to bring the situation under control. In fact, we can see there the visuals of vehicles that have also been vandalized by the mob there. And of course, this comes just days after the provocative slogans that were raised by this now sacked BJP leader. And